Guys, welcome back. So we hope you're enjoying the holiday. We're actually extending it to at least Monday, if not longer, to kind of celebrate the Roman festival that it's based on. It's actually a pagan holiday. We start off on Valentine's Day because if the church is going to confiscate a Roman holiday that had near naked priests running through town, hitting people with little soft pieces of animal pelt so that you could have fertility and blessing and good health, we're going to appropriate their holiday and just extend it both ways. And Frey already had us doing what she calls Love Week, so now we're going into the Roman section. And I felt that polite nod from Rome again of like, this is very good. Every so often you show up on a Roman holiday and actually, halfway pay attention to us. I don't work with them, but I do give them respect from time to time, just in case. I have Italian ancestry, but people will fight about cats and dogs about whether Italians are actually Romans, and people that want them to be will say, of course they are, and people that don't will scream and fight, and nothing gets done. So, we got that done today. We got the temples decorated more. I did like offerings to felt like 15 billion gods because I serve a lot of them, so after a while the day was kind of a blur. And I got some blessings today. My card got to my friend just in time. She actually got it today. And she really liked the card, and she offered me a ride to get my taxes done, so I don't have to pay to mail that or to fax it or something else, and I don't have to go trying to walk somewhere to get it done, so that's good. And I'm going to get some other things taken care of too, so it's going to be pretty good for me. I do have anxiety, and I don't even always react well even to good news because I like to take my time. If you have anxiety, that's one of your biggest hurdles. You want to take your time, and the world doesn't always work that way, but we're doing pretty good. We have a ton of games to play, inappropriate games they wouldn't let me play on the channel, even though the club has something going on for Valentine's Day. Of course they do. And you can shoot rose petals at the girls, and they can be fully clothed now so that influencers can stream them. I'm like, yeah, nah, not on this channel. I wouldn't care. It wouldn't offend me, but I know how some people get, and if I took you to a club, some people would be upset. Seriously, they serve Loki, but they would be upset. And so we're maybe going to the club because the event's running till Monday, or we're going to do something. We're going to watch some YouTube and chill. We made some beef. I know I haven't had beef in forever, right? But so far, thank the gods, it's been pretty good. The first one, we made it Greek style. So the first one we have with tortilla. That's the closest we have to the bread. And the second one we have with Doritos, because we still have some of those hanging out in the house. And they're the spicy ones, so that was really good. And we have some chocolate chip cookies to have. And we ended up not ordering stuff, which is good because if I have to pay to get my taxes done, that takeout money is going to pay to get my taxes done. It sucks to have to adult. It really does. But, overall, it's been good. I had a lot of gods asking for my attention today. So I was like in the Greek temple, I was working with Asmodeus, and I have 5 minutes for Lokean. I penciled in Odin, and then I had to turn around and go talk to all these gods. Literally, it was like going from place to place to place to place, doing stuff and trying to spend time with everybody. They like to be with us on the holidays. It can get to be a bit much, and they realize that. And they give me sympathetic pats, but it's like sometimes your gods are like your kids and you got 80 of them. I don't think I actually have 80 gods. I'm not really sure, but it's like you got 80 of them, and they all want your attention and love now, and they all want all day with you right now. Right now. It's like, I don't. So they're all being pretty good, and they're all mostly backing off. They got their time, they got their love. Thor got a fireplace, and then I got a fireplace, came up in a game, and I'm like, I know they don't watch you that much on YouTube. So it's, a lot of little synchronicities are happening that I try to share with you guys. I got 555, so there was teeny weeny, eeny beeny, eeny weeny bit of snow left over, so we went out and did a couple more hearts and we put 555 in it, and we did a couple other things. So we're doing good. I said my prayers, and I feel comfortable saying that as a pagan. I do pray to our gods. I will pray to God if I have to, because Seeing her last will and testament kind of spooked me, and with her trying to speed up getting her taxes done, I'm like, uh-oh. So it's just, I worry about her, but I'll pray for her because that's the best thing I can do for her. I can't, if I sit her down and try to force her to tell me, she'll have an anxiety attack. And having anxiety, I'm like, no, I'm not going to make you do that. But overall, it's went really good. We got some beautiful things. The Greek temple went from looking like this austere Greek temple to looking like the average thing an American would design. You know those memes about Britain versus America where like the Capri Sun is just some kind of drink over there and here is rip snorting roaring surfing extreme yow. Yeah, it looks like an American designed this temple. And I'm just kind of looking around, shock and awe. And even Athena's happy. And Athena's, he got a huge box of chocolates. I went around, I like dispensed all this chocolate. Everybody, I think's got a bar. Thor got 2 fireplaces because Thor liked the fireplace, even if no one else did. They got houses, and I've never seen gods. Oh, they're usually pretty grateful, but like close to happy tears because you gave them a VR house or like something because you can build houses on. You saw how big those properties are. So it's been pretty good, and they're really appreciative of what I can give them, even if the colors are wrong or it's like super reflective. They really don't care. It's just the intent in the gift, and we didn't even get to play the Asmodeus stuff, but I did play his chant for him because he's kind of like tapping on me today, so we did that. We did candles, we did incense. Everybody knows they kind of have to share, and even with 12 temples and all the acreage, they are still kind of all piled on top of each other. They don't seem to mind as long as they get individual love. They're usually more than willing to share space as long as you don't just say grab 12 statues, dump them all on there and don't ask. If you say, hey guys, we only have this space, will you all please share? They usually will. Sometimes they don't want to, sometimes they will. They're usually pretty good about it. As long as they're not having a fight, but they're usually pretty good about it. With the Greek gods, it was really interesting because everybody loves everybody else now, and I'm like, you're Greek, not Roman. You're not having a festival. I'm scared, but they're all loving each other right now, and I'm like, I love them, but they're very high spirited. But they're all supportive and loving and kind of each other, and I'm like, I'm just using this grace period to go in and work on the temples. It's just Poseidon can be very contentious, and so can Zeus. That's the most polite way I can think of putting it. They can all be very high spirited. Very high spirited. So it was kind of like walking through a place filled with antique bombs and wondering which one's going to go off, but they were all actually in a pleasant mood today. And then I scampered all there as fast as I could. I'm like, you're all happy? Nobody's mad at me? Great. I'm out. So I got out of there. They're the most extreme in emotional range group I deal with. Norse gods are the most forceful. Greek gods are more extreme emotionally. Like today they love you, they adore you, they love you. Tomorrow you are dead to me. What did I do? Did I breathe? I'm Italian, so I dimly understand what's going on, but it's like, okay, fine. So I got that done. I tried to do a little for the Voodoo and Loa, and I got them a drum, like the appropriate drum. I think it's the appropriate drum. After a while, they all look alike. I put some stuff out and I made their place as nice as possible. When you only have 500 items and you have 20 individuals who want to all live in the same space, it really cuts down on what you can do. So I'm trying to dig through the models and find models that will substitute, say, 12 items. And I'm trying to do the best I can do, but I'm only one human being and I don't have money to go out and, you can, if you have the money, go out and buy models. Like I said to you guys on Patreon, if you have $100, you can buy a really nice, what is it, slot machine for VR. It doesn't work, but it looks real pretty. You can buy one for $100. Now, there are free ones, but I don't know how to do attribution tags. I tried to figure out not sketch, Sketchfab. Sketchfab is fun. I can use that. I try to figure out Blender, and it's like going up a wall that curves back in over a pit full of spikes and poison, and either one's going to kill you. No, spikes and acid. Let's make it interesting, and poisonous things. And it's like anything you do wrong and it completely messes up. And I'm like, I can't. This is too much. I try following directions. It just won't work. I'm like, I don't know why it's not working. I have no idea, but I have enough on my plate. But we've got plenty of models. And it's just been going really good. I don't know if I told you I got 555 today, and that's about letting go of stuff. So I'm trying to let go of the anxiety, which is a step-by-step process. I literally got the sign I prayed for, but you can have that and be on top of the world, and then 5 minutes later something happens and you're jumping out of your chair with anxiety. It's not you being a bad human being. It's not you having bad faith. It's if you're literally wired towards depression and anxiety, you can have a lot of good days, weeks, and months, but then, you can be on top of the world one moment and being peeled off the ceiling the next moment. And look, he's just been like, and peeling me off the ceiling periodically. But it's going really good, and we wanted to share the blessings with you guys. And he's pushing at me. He's pushing at me. Okay, fine. I kept trying to make this recording, and I know some pagans get really prickly about the word prayer, but I do keep you guys in my prayers. I don't do specific requests. I'm not a healer. I'm not a priestess in the sense of you come to me and I absolve you of something, or I do personal requests. I do not do that. Let me repeat myself. I do not do that, so I don't go talk to the gods for anybody. But I do keep you guys in my prayers, so you know. So, hope you're having a good one, whatever festival you're celebrating or not. And we will see you guys later. Bye bye.